what they were doing, though, as they were cooking, it was with porn stars as guests. And they were doing, again, I spent like an hour watching this. They were doing interviews with the porn stars as they were making food, but all the questions were almost exactly the same. And it was just 2 questions over and over and over again. Number 1, a general, what's your food regimen like? I eat low carb, stuff like that. Number 2, well, you spend all day on the set. What are you eating then? Because they're having sex. Do you want to have a big meal? Probably not. And everyone would have that answer, which is almonds, handful of almonds here or there, get some snacks. Pretty much, that's it. But what's maddening about this from a cooking perspective, they have 5 recipes that they're going through. They don't go through the entire recipe at once. They start one recipe with one porn star, then they go to a different recipe with a different porn star, and so on and so on. Then they go back to the first one, making hummus, but you don't see it all like in order.
Well,
it's
you can
very
make a
weird.
multiple course meal.
But they're not going through the recipe at once.
Are you watching it for the recipes?
Yes,
Jason, are you really watching it for the recipes?
And the articles I read. Here's the introduction to the YouTube channel.
She's Carmen.
And he's Joe.
And we are
The sexy, happy couple. And this is
Sexy Healthy Cooking,
your go-to show for plant-based food.
And porn stars.
We are vegans, which means we eat a plant-based diet.
Carmen is a very talented chef, and she's going to make us some food today. We also like to have a guest star from the adult entertainment industry to talk a little bit about food and lifestyle and other topics that come up.
Why? I don't understand that, other than afterwards, they go on their OnlyFans account and then have sex. I'm presuming that they are a part of it. I don't know how these porn stars happen to be in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I imagine they're getting hired to do this, right? That's my guess.
You would have to think so.
Because I don't know anyone, not that I know any porn stars, but I don't know anyone who'd be all like, I must be on this vegan cooking show in Wisconsin, because they talk to porn stars afterwards. Like, it didn't have a huge following, at least on the YouTube channel. Now, maybe the OnlyFans account is huge and they're making a lot of money there and it's become their business, which is certainly possible. He said, we were just really stunned at how quickly the videos became popular and had over 1 million views. Wilson admitted that it was a little bit strange keeping such a large secret. The couple had only made videos as a hobby since they wed in 2014 before sharing their first video online 2 months ago. Who's the one who comes forward and says, I think I see my chancellor having sex with his wife on OnlyFans? Who feels comfortable raising their hand?
Whoever was the whistleblower, that meant that they were maybe scouring for a certain kind of content.
Especially given the fact that it only started a couple months ago. Like, they got outed very quickly. He said, I wouldn't say I'm glad it's out. The family reaction is a challenge. I called my mom and she wasn't super excited. So that's not easy. Yeah, she's not going to get super excited. But the good news is I doubt she'll ever sign up for OnlyFans. Only because she doesn't know how to sign in.
Well, the dude's like, you said 64?
Yeah.
So his mom is, fairly old.
117, I checked.
Wow.
Which is weirdly how he looks. Who's watching? They say 2 days before the story broke, their local paper was going to name Gal Person of the Year. Not Porn Star of the Year, person.
That's actually so funny.
But quickly scrapped that article to write about him being fired.
So second place now gets to win Person of the Year.
Yeah, they should. Now, if I'm Person of the Year there, I'm feeling pretty bad. I technically lost to the vegan porn guy, really? It's fascinating. Before this, I was someone you admired, and now I'm someone who is reviled. It's just a really unusual thing. Some people we talk to are curious, and others are like, I'll never talk to you again. It's been very saddening to see some people abandoning us. We've lost friends. Now, does he regret any of this? Not according to this video. Or at least the wife doesn't. He said, people in the industry have reached out to us to invite us to work with them. So that's really refreshing. Oh my God. We have learned so much through this experience, which would be really interesting to talk about in a class. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. What class are you talking about? What class are you bringing this into?
Culinary.
Psychology?
what was it yesterday? Fiber arts?
Fiber arts community, there's no
some
fiber.
makeup, audio, visual, culinary arts.
He says, I'd be very eager to talk to other universities who have an open mind about this. An open mind about what? You are making pornography. The issue is not that you were in porn. The issue is that you're a chancellor while making porn. That's it. That's it. And some people can argue, well, it's the personal life. Totally agree. But let's be clear, because we've had these conversations about teachers who have been going on OnlyFans and then getting caught by their high school graduate students or whatever. You're not going to be taken seriously in that position. You're not. And if you're seen as a sex, object to your students, even in this case, people have weird kinks and he might fit into it. It's not the kind of relationship that any school wants to foster. I mean, they want you to be close with your kids. They don't want them to see you naked. And they certainly don't want to eat any of your disgusting vegan food. And boy, did they have a lot of porn stars on their show.
The wonderful Lauren Phillips. Hey. Will Pounder.
Great to see you.
Tyler Nixon.
Thanks for coming.
Great to see you.
Okay.
The fantastic Sophie Marie. Damon Dice.
Good.
How much money are they making on the OnlyFans to be able to afford this? Because I can't imagine the porn stars are that inexpensive. Especially, and you got to fly them out to Wisconsin. Jeez. Having said that, totally subscribe to their YouTube channel because I am now obsessed and fascinated